SAP is one of the most famous German companies, and ABAP is the main language for software development in the SAP environment. But how can one become an ABAP developer, and what is it like to work in this area at SAP? I am your host Paras Mehta, and this time on India to Germany, we speak with Dr. Prasanna Rajagopalan, who is working as an ABAP developer at SAP. Not only this, Prasanna also has a PhD in chemical engineering from the Saarland University and a postdoc from Leibniz Institute for Catalysis in Rostock. Prasanna shares with us his experience and gives loads of very useful advice on building a career in ABAP at SAP. Welcome, Prasanna. Thank you for speaking with us.
Hi, Paras. Thank you very much. And it's really a great pleasure and honor for me to share my experience with you and all of our folks. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Thank you for being on the podcast. So Prasanna, you are originally from India and you're living in Germany right now. So could you tell us a little bit about yourself and your professional background?
Yeah, of course. Paras, I'm basically from India, from southern part of India, in Tamil Nadu, the state where I born in. It's near a small village from 300 kilometers from the capital of this Tamil Nadu, Chennai, so-called Kalyanapuram is my village, near Thiruvayaru Taluk at Tanjore district or Tanjore district. Further, in my case, I did my bachelor's in chemical engineering from Anjali Mahalingam Engineering College. And also I worked there after my bachelor's immediately for about 9 months there. And then I had a chance to do my master's in Technical University Dortmund in 2002. I came to aware of Germany because through the Goethe Institute and also some dad.de and also my lecturer who was handling in our bachelor studies with some of the subjects like chemical reaction engineering. His name is Siva Prasad Reddy, and also one of my friends, Sedu Roman, who was also studying. They made more inputs to me about German culture and German environment and German quality studies. I came here for higher studies here. And I specifically did my master's in multifunction reactors, heterogeneous catalysis, and modeling and simulation of chemical process. And further, I tried to do my PhD in order to continue my research in the area of exhaust catalysis for automotives at the University of Saarland. And also I did my postdoctoral scientist position at Leibniz Institute for Catalysis at Rostock. That's all about my bit career paths from my bachelor to my postdoctoral position.
Yeah, that's very interesting actually. Yeah, lots of also like big names. I mean, Leibniz Institute is also, they are so famous in Germany. And so you now are working as an ABAP developer at SAP. Yeah, that's also, again, a very big name, SAP. It's a dream employer for so many people. And ABAP software development, I mean, that's so popular as well. So could you tell us a little bit about what your current role is about?
You're right. Presently, I'm working as an ABAP developer since January 2017 at SAP here in Germany. And also, I'm very proud as my dream comes true. And you all know well about this SAP. They are one of the market leader for end-to-end enterprise application software, database, and analytics, and also intelligent technologies. And also, they're one of us is the top cloud company with 200 million users worldwide. And from my side, I started to work at SAP in the SEM domain in 2019, and then at June 2020, I moved back to retail development in Saarland.
Okay. I mean, that's actually sounds very, very different from what you were doing earlier. So you have a background in chemical engineering, and now you are doing retail at SAP with ABAP. Why did you decide to make this transition?
Yeah, it's a good question, Paras. Let me try to explain you if possible. It's not easy to make this transition. On the other way round, if I think about myself, programming is not new for me. Also, I like programming. Also, I started learning during my bachelor itself with Photon 77, where I learned something small stuffs to develop my first programming skill for numerical methods or numerical analysis like Newton's forward or Newton's backward interpolation or Runge-Kutta methods and stuffs, which is really useful for me to continue in my master's. As I did in my master's in chemical engineering, I also do a lot of modeling and simulation for chemical reactors and chemical processes using Aspen Plus and Aspen Custom Modeler, where I do really productive codings for modeling and simulation of reactors more in detail.
All
That's why I
right.
made this transition, or it's not strange or new for me to enter into the software development.
Okay. And how is it that you actually went about making this transition?
It's also one way I can say is, as you see in the academic research, as you're also a PhD, I hope you did also PhD in the doctoral position you did.
Yes.
I often get a contract always with 6 months or 3 months, maximum of 3 years. Then I have to look for always the new projects to get funded through from DFG or let's say from BMBF or from my professors to wage or some institute, or I had to change the institute or universities. And it's always uncertain to have a permanent job position. On the other hand, I like to move to industry from the academic side, but I couldn't success in chemical side because my German is not up to the mark what the market expectation or industrial expectations. Though I though I talk German, I'm not really fluent enough at the stage of let's say around in 2010 or 2014. That's why I make a bit brave move. Also, I talk with my several friends because when I do masters, there are several guys who did computer science or computation engineering. With those guys, I used to talk. They were several guys were working at SAP end user company where they work for some programming. I used to help them also at the time for programming, making logics, and maybe as you know, as you're a very good programmer because you're from computer science background, if you know the logic, you can learn the language everywhere. It's the same. It's not like so rocket science, I feel. That's what
I
I
agree. Yeah.
think. Then with my logical thoughts, I expect, okay, I can learn this course. I did the course through employment exchange, so-called Arbeitsamt in Germany, with their support. I did from January 2015 to April 2015. And I got the job in August 2015 at Globus here, as you know, the very big retail market here. And I worked until December 2018 there as IT specialist for SAP ABAP development programmer.
That's very impressive. So you did this course through the employment exchange from January till April. So that was 4 months. And then you got a job through that in a completely different area.
Yeah.
So you think this is maybe one way for someone who is looking to maybe get into this area to do such a course?
Yeah. From my view, it's really easy. I could say there are several people, or let me say 3 or 4 friends who are also postdoc in catalysis, or let's say masters in chemical engineering or some other fields. They also did this course. You should have some passion towards this programming or logical thought. If you do so, then if you do this course too, then you will get a job definitely. And there are 4, I think I can say there are 3 more friends of mine. They got the job too, and they did from chemical engineering or from pharmacy side, and they did the course and they got the job. Even one is from SAP itself. He's my predecessor at SAP now. He joined 2 years or more than he joined in 2017. His name is Harish, I think. He's also one of my role model. And also when I was working at Global. So there are several people who succeeded. I hope it will work out for everyone if they have real passion towards programming.
That's great to know. And so the course itself is offered by SAP through the employment exchange.
It's not directly from SAP. The employment exchange, they had a cooperation with Alpha Training Institute. If you look it up in Google, this Alpha Training is overall throughout Germany available, and they are the we'll say in German as Bildungspartner. They give the course formulation will be from SAP, the exam will be conducted from SAP, but the course moderation and all the course materials all come through Alpha Training. It's really a live course. You can directly, if you learn thoroughly, I did only those things. I used to study there with all the 11 modules at ABAP. What I learned, I used to get very good information from this Alpha Training, and I learned a lot from them. I'm learning too still, and you can directly enter into the job in the live project itself. You will do all the tutorials and stuff. It's more or less like a project, and it was really helpful. So it will not be like a foreign case when you enter into the job. That is, you need definitely on the job training how to get into the nomenclatures or work climate of that particular company or the firm. On the other hand, you can directly enter into the programming or in the project itself. That's what I feel. I did so. I expect from others too.
All
They
right,
could.
that's great. At the end of the course, did you sort of get a certification in ABAP programming?
Yeah. I got from SAP certificate. You will get like ABAP Development Associate with 7 points. I don't know the number. There is you will get from SAP, which is really valuable in my case. Yeah.
Great. When I think of software made in Germany, the first thing that comes to my mind is SAP. Could you tell us a little bit about how SAP is as an employer?
SAP, as I mentioned already, it's very employer friendly, and also in my personal side, it's very family friendly from my side, from my personal situation, I should say. Yeah, it's very good, and with the working with the colleague, it's more integrative, and it's a multicultural, multinational people together, and you have a lot of cross disciplines. As you see, one of my, you are a real software code programmer. I am completely from different background, from chemical engineering. There are also people from biology or from chemistry, and you have several lot of interdisciplinary people who also working at SAP, and it's a good platform where you can make knowledge transfer. That's what I do. It's for me, from my other side, it's a very good and very satisfying employee in all the means. You get a lot of challenges from SAP, and a lot of you will get also continuous learning. You learn everything new, and you never be like boring, or you don't cook the same recipe for all the times, and there won't be any repetitiveness. And one more thing, you get a lot of, when you enter a recipe, you get a lot of opportunities, and you can explore whatever you like. You have free hands to do whatever your personal skills to improve. Your manager will give you a lot of options, whatever you don't have to work only for that particular project for all the time. You should also improve your personal skills. Definitely, you have a lot of time for that, and you can do it, and in that makes the company also growing up beneficially for both sides, to SAP and also for yours. As I told, the work culture is more nice, and there is no more hierarchies, and it's have the same level for whether you can be architect or you can be a developer, but all at the same group has same rights and same responsibilities, and you will learn everything more transparently. That's what I feel in the last 1 year, 10 months at SAP.
Very nice. Sounds very good. And specifically with regards to software development, what is it like? Are there any best practices that you follow?
Yeah, at SAP is well known for entry and enterprise software product development, and also for cloud enablement. As I told, 200 million users there. We used to follow agile methodology, which enables us to get more knowledge and ideas and quick responses for a lot of big problems with quick solutions towards each other, and you can transfer immediately without any delay. So that's what I feel. It's a more impact towards the quality of the product to be supplied to the customers.
Okay, so you work in an agile
Yeah.
environment. That's great. Okay. And how is it that you found this your current role? Where did you find this job and apply?
Actually, I used to watch at SAP from after my PhD. Also, I looked up always through the job portal at SAP, www.sap.de or sap.com if you want in English version. There you can look it up, and there are plenty of opportunities and job openings always there, and you can pick it up what opt for you, and you can apply directly.
Oh, great. So you kept an eye on the
Yeah.
SAP website itself and just applied
Yeah,
directly.
yeah. And also I had some friends also, they will say there are opportunities for ABAP developer you can try, or sometimes they will also say, in my case, I also get some hints from my friends. There are my, as I told, predecessors like Harish, and also one more friend who is working as a DevOps architect by me in SAP, who is called Jay Prakash. He's also telling, there is also openings you can try and here in Roth or in Waldorf or in Sanktengberg. So I used to get also inputs from my friends too.
Great. Okay. And what was the hiring process like for your position?
From my point of view, it's very simple and very quick at SAP, I should say. Also, you cannot take one-to-one decision. Yeah, for me it's something different, and for you maybe different, but all of this round it is very very fast when I compare to others. Yeah. Or let me take mine as example here. I also applied for few positions. Let's say 5 to 6 positions. I also went for interview, but it's got rejected. But one which I got in January 2019, I've for a SEM developer, ABAP developer. I got an invite directly within 1 week for a personal interview, and there were 2 managers and 1 architect where I had to report them, and I had an interview around 1 hours from, let's say, from 16 to 17:30 hours. I did the interview, I gave it. I felt I didn't do well or something, I thought, but it was not the case. The next day morning at 10 o'clock, I got the result with table that I got an offer. So I feel it's very, very super fast in my case. I hope so. It will also happen within a week. You will get everything out. So it's you don't have to wait much time. You don't lose the time. You will get immediate response, and also very comfort. They will keep you very comfort also in the job, and also on the job training, and also in the interview part. So it's very, very fine when I see at Germany.
That's actually very surprising. I mean, I always heard that in Germany it takes, a couple of months to find a job, with multiple rounds, and uh, but this is actually, yeah,
Yeah,
pretty fast, I have to say.
you're right. As I told in the first few interviews, I also got rejected. There, I attended one telephone interview, and then I went for something direct interview. But this one was, as I told, there is all. It's also faster where I got rejected also within a week occurs. But when you compare with other companies or Germany, I feel that here it's even very faster. You will get, as you can take mine as example. That's what I mentioned.
Yeah. No, this sounds very wonderful. So I'm sure many of the listeners are also then thinking about applying for roles in software development at SAP. So how would you suggest that people should go about preparing for software development roles at SAP?
Actually, I don't know whether I'm eligible to say or not, as I'm an infant at this stage, as you guys who are hearing are really IT experts. I'm a non-ITler in this stage. But anyhow, I try to tell you, if it fits you, you can take into account, or you can think of twice whether you can take this suggestion or not. As I told, there are plenty of jobs available at SAP always, and they are looking for new experts and new ideas and new co-workers or future workers at SAP. If you want to apply at SAP, I feel better if they ask in German. The job description, it's always better to apply at German. Your CV and also your motivation, we say anschreiben. And also you try to include, whether they ask or not, you should definitely, from my point of view, you should also add your bachelor's, master mark sheets and certificates, which makes really, I hope it also an added advantage. I had seen they also in some of the interview they also asked me, you got in masters this much and in bachelor was bit less and why, and sometimes they will and also it's also a good chance to predict for the interview filtering too, I expect. That's what I feel. And also your work progress reports to add. Yeah. And if you could also, or if you can make the interview also in German, that's also even very big advantage. Then you will come with a high priority at the top level, because as there is a proverb, be a Roman in Rome. That's what I feel. If you could talk German, even it will be more fine, and you can get more integrated with the German environment or with the German people here. It will be more easy. Even though if you cannot handle the German in the interview as fluently, but if you have some potential or something you try to talk, at least for general aspects, not technically, something if you talk and you show some your inputs that you could learn or adapt the German language faster, then even it will be more advantageous for you. That's what I
Okay.
think I learned in this 17 or 18 years of my stay in Germany, what I did. Maybe I hope it may help you guys.
All right, that sounds great. So basically, yeah, some knowledge of German would be useful, and but more than anything, like this willingness or this showing that yeah, one is motivated to learn the language and uh, yeah, try to at least speak in wherever possible.
Yeah.
And in your opinion, what do you think hiring managers look for while hiring candidates?
As I told, the hiring manager always looks for new talents or very good candidates and talented candidates or highly potential candidates. Also, they look for your transparency, not to be diplomatic, the first thing. Also, they will look for how you get integrated in the teams and how fast you could adapt those things. They will try to find it out, and how you are being a helping hand for other colleagues. That's what they try to find out from your profile or from the interview part, I expect. Yeah, although there will be technical part, they will also ask what you did and stuff. It will not be more technical how you did, or they don't ask codings or stuff when you come for the interview, but they will ask something about your projects and be clear on how to explain. Also, if you, as I told, if you know German, then or to adapt German fastly, it will be more fine and plus for you guys.
All right. So in your current role, do you actually work in German or in English?
Actually, at SAP, it's a business language is English. You don't have to be proficient in German. But wherever I worked in the SEM domain, also I have German because we used to talk with more from, let's say, from German customers or someone. Also in the group, we used to talk German. Yeah. And only the mail for external then or business for documentation will be in English. On the other hand, now also I used to talk in my group only in German.
Okay, okay. So your German is already so good that yeah, you're.
I can't say. Maybe I can say like a B1 level, or maybe my colleagues has to say I'm not supposed to. I hope they can manage me
All
at
right,
least.
yeah. I'm sure it's very good. You're just being very humble. And what would be your advice for people from India or from other countries who are looking to find a job in software development at SAP?
Uh, if you want to find a job at SAP, from my side, what I learned here, there are also several other programming languages like Java or JavaScript also you can do. From my point, if you're really ABAPer will not like the Java or JavaScript. They don't like, as me too. I used to say for you guys, if you want to if you want to get in this way, maybe you can also learn more in deeper in ABAP, and also there is one more thing now coming out called RESTful ABAP programming model. We say as RAP, and also you can do ABAP managed database procedure, so-called AMDP, that you can learn. And also, if you want to go for UI5 like stuffs, then you can learn Fury freestyling. And if you want to more in the data analytics, then you can try to learn about SAP Analytics Cloud and also for machine learning or SAP Advanced Artificial Intelligence Business Services. These courses is not at all making you expensive because it's available at opensap.com at free of cost. If you try to learn those courses or stuffs, then maybe it's good chance to enter at SAP. But there are also others. There is also other in like Python or React and stuff, but I'm not sure because I'm not from that part side. Maybe there may be another guy from SAP who are working in another domain may help you more. But from my side, if you're an ABAP, then you can learn those things what I meant now.
Great. Yeah, that's a lot of useful information, a lot of useful advice, and most of all, very interesting experiences that you shared with us, Prasanna. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Paras, for the interview. I'm really happy to give my experiences and suggestions, whatever I learned with all my LinkedIn members or from our Indian to the Indian communities. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure this will be very useful.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's all, folks. Remember to subscribe to our podcast and check out our blog on indiatogermany.com. See you in the next episode.